Okay guys, welcome to the channel. Today, while it's raining, I've decided to come back to Dronesville and redo Dronesville because when I recorded it, like I said before, it's one of my newer videos when I didn't really know what I was doing. So I've come back to do Dronesville while it's raining, and it was snow on the ground. I think it was raining and snow on the ground or something that day when I was up here, and I didn't get it done good, so I'm coming back to do it. And there's some decent oak stones in here. I just wanted to redo this one. Of course, it's got to rain again today, so we're going to be here in the umbrella, but we're going to do what we can and cover up, what we can of it. I mean, not cover up, but cover what we can of it. So I appreciate you. Here we go. Here's our first one. We can't really tell nothing on it, but there it is. And this one here, I was looking at it, and it's pretty cool. I've not seen them with a hole in it like that. This would be my first with the hole in it like that. And I can't really read it, but I don't know if a man can pull it up somehow and maybe look at it different, but I've never seen one. It's kind of like a clay look, but it's got a hole through it. But there it is, guys. All right, here's our next one. And a lot of these are hard to see, it looks like, in this cemetery. But we'll do what we can on it. This one here, I don't know who it is, but I do know they died June, looks like the 16th. 1877 on that one, right there. All right, here's gonna be our next one. And we're gonna do what we can of them, and I'll land on them, even though I don't know if you can see them or not, but we're still gonna land on them, but there they are. All right, trying to get these before it rains on them too bad and you can't see them. I can't really see who's on this one, but there it is. The writing's so small on some of them. Then this is Susanna on this one, and that's about all I can tell about Susanna, is that Susanna. Hopefully we'll get to one here in a minute we can actually see to read. Can't really tell much on this one, but there it is. Here's a Sarah Ivan. She died April the 15th, 1866 on this one. And then we have Dawn B. Wilson, 1878 to 1915. Then we have a Wilson again right here. It's going to be Dr. F.H. Wilson, March the 21st, 1849 to July the 22nd, 1902. Mary A., his wife, August the 7th, 1850 to February the 27th, 1889. On that one. Then we have this stone, and I can't really tell who, but it looks like they died they were born May the 24th, it looks like 80 or 32, and died November the 9th, maybe 1907. A lot of hard to read in this cemetery. And then we have this one. It's Emma, or Emmett. Looks like they died in 1878 on this one. Then we have Margaret Cliffy, 1857 to 1939, and George, 1856 to 1931. Then we have, and they mowed up here, but they didn't weed eat, and they mowed the grass into the stones, guys. Here we have Beard, Mother Elizabeth C., 1821 to 1902, but I wouldn't swear to it. Then we have Medrian or something like that. Smalley, 1854 to 1899. Then we have a Civil War veteran coming up here. It's going to be Thomas M. Alexander, hold on a minute, guys, 39 to 1897. And I'm not sure on his wife's name, but it looks like 1883 to 1964 on her. Then we have Alexander again. We have Harry C., 1873 to 1899. And Mary A., 1847 to 1930 on this stone right there. Then we have a little placard right here. Then we have Hootman. Well, I never heard that last name before. We have Elsie, 1880 to 1958. We have Floyd, 1877 to 1953. And we have, I'm not sure. I'd rather just say I'm not sure. An infant. Rest in peace, little one. Then we have Adam Bernhardt. Adam S. Bernhardt, 1865 to 19. And then Florida, his wife, 1870 to 1909. Then we have Miles A. Stein, 1864 to 1935, and Matilda, 1867 to 1943. And that's probably going to be a child or an infant. It is an infant daughter. There it is. Rest in peace, little one. Then we have David B. Griffith, 1872 to 1910. We have Gertrude Griffith, 1878 to 1965. Then we have Samuel Scatcher, 1842 to 1914. And then we have Isabella Scatcher, 1842 to 1913. Then we have Heavier Rain. Yeah. Then we have Bowman. And it's going to be Ida M. Bowman, May the 22nd, 1876 to December the 28th, 1914. Oh, and then we got a beautiful stone in the ground right here, guys. It's a shame it's broke. Look at that one. That is awesome, and that's a weeping willow tree right there. And that's going to belong to Jane Marie. She's the daughter, and that's all I can really tell because it got broke off. It's a shame that one got broke. That's a beautiful stone. All right, guys, let's move on. Then we have these you never can read. And there's 4 in a row, so I'm going to guarantee you it's probably going to be a family. And let's see if we can find that family's name. It's going to be McLean. It's going to be Sophia. She's the wife of W.M. McLean. Excuse me. Died May the 5th, 1867 at 35 years, 1 month, and 3 days. Then we have McLean again. And it's going to be William McLean. September the 12th, 1828 to July the 22nd, 1908. He is a veteran. Then we have this one here. And I can't really tell, but they died in 1879. And I can't tell how old they are, but there it is. It's a child or an infant. Then we have McLean again. We have Christina. She's the wife of C.A. McLean. Died June the 6th, 1881 at 25 years, 3 months, and 22 days. Then we have McLean again. It's going to be Elizabeth, W.M. McLean's wife. Died August the 2nd, 1884 at 45 years, 9 months, and 21 days. So all 3 of them is his wife that passed. Wow. Got married 3 times and they all 3 died. I think that's about time to quit, ain't it? Then we got Van Nyman. We have Hunch, June the 29th, 1894 at 67 years, 2 months, and 16 days. Then we have Rhonda, died September the 25th, 1918 at 90 years, 9 months, and 5 days. So she evidently probably never remarried after he passed. But there is his placard, and they have hit it so hard that they pulled it and knocked it completely out of the ground and broke it off, guys. Is that not something? But he was a member of the Civil War. Then we have this cool looking stone right here. And I can't see to read it, but there it is. It looks like they might have died in 1851, though, at the age of 9 months and maybe 8 days. It's a chowder and infant. All right, guys. And that's going to take us to our next one, which is going to be right here. And it's going to be, the last name is going to be Glenn. It's going to be Thomas Glenn, 1834 to looks like 01. Maybe Elizabeth, his wife, 18, maybe 14, I can't really tell on that one, to 1913. And Mary Glenn, 1870 to 1900. And Ralph, 1880, I don't know if that's 8 or what. No, I think it's 1881 to 1881. It was a childhood infant. And he is a Civil War veteran. Yeah, Civil War. I wanted to make sure because I don't want to sit there and tell you something ain't true. Then we have Mother Emma J. Doubleday, 1872 to 1919. Then we have Pauline Glenn, 1902. Rest in peace, little ones. And this one here, the vines is flipping it over. We're not even going to be able to read it, but I'm going to hold it back there and show it to you. Because these vines, this gaba vines, this flowers is completely pulling that stone over. All right, guys. Would have been a lot nicer if that weed eated up here. It looks like they cut every so often. They don't mow that often. And this one here is going to be a veteran. So we're not going to be able to read it. Thank goodness he's got a placard. It's Andrew Fredline. He was in the Civil War. And there's his stone, guys. All right. Let's see who we got next. It looks like it's going to be Isaac Canhill. Canhill? September the 8th, 1873 at 77 years, 2 months, and 16 days. Then it's going to be Margaret, his wife, died January the 14th, 1868 at the age of 72 years. And then this one's going to flip. It's ready to flip. But let's see who this is. This is going to be Anna. She's the wife of J.W. Sylvie or Silver or something like that. Died September the 9th, 1871 at 30 years and maybe 29 days. I don't know if there's any months or not. I can't really see it because it's tilted over and fallen, so it's hard to see. There it is, guys. All right, let's see who we got on this one if we can see it. See, a lot of these you cannot see. It's the not concrete, it's the sandstone that they're made out of. And they just wear away and you can't see them. Same as what this one is. Right here. All right. Then we got Dove. We got Charles Dove, 1872 to 1954. And Ethel, 1877 to 1965. Then we have Carrie Haskler. Haskingler or something like that. 1878 to 1950. We have John M. 1867 to 1917. And then we have John again, John J. January the 17th, 1843 to February the 28th, or 20th, 1932. Mary A., his wife, August the 20th, 1843 to February the 1st, 1907. Then we have Buckingham. We have Charles, October the 13th, 1862 to November the 6th, 1841, I believe. And then we have Cora B., his wife, November the 7th, 1866 to May the 13th, 19 1909. Then we have Buckingham again. We have Walter G., 1887 to 1958. And Eva May, 1891 to 1986. Then we have Gaylord. We have C. Ellen, 1921 to 1999, and Paul, 1922 to 1996. And they were married 1947. All right, guys. So we got this whole back corner done, so we're going to move towards the front. And hopefully the wind and the rain will hold off a little bit more and not come down beating on us. But I enjoy doing them, even in the rain. It don't bother me. I'd rather be outside than in the house. So we'll go right here and start with this one. And it's going to be Alexandra. I think. No, it ain't. We done Alexandra. We should be right here. We should be right here to these lovely people. Which is, ooh, I don't know on this guy name, guys. Hold on a minute, I'm changing hands with the camera. I don't know on that name. I know the last name, what is it, Ebright? I know Bright, but I didn't know if it's pronounced Ebright, maybe? Esta, 1875 to Lewis C., 1872 to 1928. Then we have Ebright again. These are good looking stones. We have E.F. Ebright. October the 2nd, 1845 to May the 27th, 1914. He was 36 years. No, he was 60 years, I think it says. I'm not sure what that says, to be honest with you. I'm not sure exactly what that says down there, guys. I'll take that back. I don't know what that says. Then we have the same name, Ebright. We have, I don't know, to be honest with you, 1852 to 1905. I'm not sure on her name. I don't want to butcher it. Then we have Melvin McFadden, 1872 to 1945 on this stone right here. This is a good looking stone. Let's see if McFadden's the only one on there. He is not. We have Hardy Bell. Ebright. The wife of Melvin McFadden. Born July the 29th, 1870 and died December the 16th, 1893. We cherish thy memory. So, there we go. Next we have John Kinsler. He died September the 9th, 1871. He looks like 68 years maybe, 3 months and 11 days. Suzanne, his wife, died, looks like September the 19th, 1881, at 85 years, 9 months, and maybe 27 days on her. I always look and read down, and when I see like a birthday, then my family's name, you know, I think of who it is. Like that one there is my brother's birthday, September the 19th. Anyways, this is what, Lizzie, and she died September the 7th, 1870. I'm not sure what that is, guys. It kind of feels like a 5. It looks like 21 years, maybe 10 months, and 18 days. Then we have Mary, and she's the wife of somebody, and she died October 1871 at the age of 25 years, 9 months, and 26 days on that stone right there. All right. Then we have this one. And we're not going to be able to read it. It's too far gone. Same thing what I said about the stone. There it is. All right. Now we're ready to start a new row. Which I guess we'll start this one since it picks up in the middle. I don't know how they do these rows, if they end up picking up in the middle and then they get zigzaggedy like that and they pick it out of the row. I don't understand that. I thought you'd keep it in a row, keep it straight. Anyways, we have J.S. Weatherby. And he died December the 18th, 1871. He was 69 years, 3 months, and maybe 10 days. Then we have Mariah. That's the wife of J.S. Weatherby. And she died January the 23rd, 1871 at 61 years, 5 months, and 20 days on that stone right there. Then we have Cameron. We have Rachel Palmer, 1824 to 1901. We have Jane, the wife of M. Cameron, age 83 years. We have Jane Damron or something like that, 1810 to 1868. Excuse me. This old grass choked me to death. And I can't really tell much on that one. I think they died in 1861 or 51, it looks like, maybe. It's a Margaret. Then we have a Martha on this one. Can't really tell me anything about Martha. And these two are backwards. One's turned one way and one's turned the other. I don't know why they do that either. If anybody knows that, let me know. This one died July the 28th, 1861 at the age of 90 years. Then we turn around to the other side and we pick up the other one. And they died August 27th, 1889, but they're turned to the other direction. It's a beautiful stone if it's cleaned up. Then we have Cameron again. This is a neat one. This is Charles. April the 25th, 1821 to April the 16th, 1902. And Mulholland, his wife or something like that, October 22nd, 1824 to December the 2nd, 1891. Then we got two that's pretty well in the ground, guys. Looks like one died in 1836, maybe, or 96. I'm not sure what that is. And here's the other one. I'd be afraid to say actually on both of them, to be honest with you. But there they are. All right, here's our next one. It's going to be a Mary. And she died July the 22nd, 1876, at 84 years, 9 months, and 12 days. Or 19 days. I think that might be a 9. And the top's off of that one too. And if I could lift that, I'd put it back on there, but I can't lift it. Believe it or not, that weighs more than what you'd possibly think. And this is Stroller? Or something like that. He died June the 20th. Looks like 1844. At 67 years, 8 months, and 15 days on that stone right there. Then we have I am not sure. I think these are going to be children's, but I would not swear to it because I cannot see these at all. There they are. And then this is, I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I ain't going to say. I don't know. Here's Sophia. She jumped to John, and she died in 1861, so all I can see at 54 years. That's all I see on it. And they're turned back one way, and the one turned the other way too, for some reason. You can't even see this one. So I guess it don't matter which way you turn the stone. If the weather's going to mess it up, the weather's going to mess it up, right? This one's November the 16th. It looks like they died in either 80 or 30. I'm going to say probably 30, because it being 5 years, 2 months, and 6 days. And it's going to be a Jacob. Rest in peace, little one. All right. Now let's move up here and see what we got right here. Oh, wow, that's a neat looking little stone. I have never seen one like that, except when I was here last. I've had to see that when I was here last because it's been here for a while. Anyways, let's look at this one first. They died in 1876. But that's all I can tell about them. But there they are. Man, these are hard to read. Even on a good day, you wouldn't be able to read these. They're just too dirty and too worn out. And that thing has not had flowers in a long time. There they are. Then we have this one. And these are hard to read too because they don't engrave them deep enough. It's kind of like a little sticker scratched on there or something put on there. But this is what's sad. There's a veteran. He don't have no stone at all. He did have a placard. His name's Joseph Don, right here. Joseph Don. He don't even have a headstone, guys. He has a flag laying on the ground, a placard that's ready to fall over, and that's what he's got. That is the extent of what he's got. So we're going to pull it back up straight, at least, the bit straight as we can. I'm going to take my big foot, and we're going to stomp on it, and we're going to stand it up straight for him, as straight as we can, guys. And there it is when we get done. That's the best we can do. But he don't even have a headstone. But there it is, Joseph Don. There he is. Alright, let's move on. That's sad, right there. Serve your country and don't even have a headstone. But here we go. Here's our next one. This one looks like they might have died in either 13 or 43. You be the judge. I'm not sure on the name, so I will not say it. This is Susanna. She's the wife of somebody, I can't tell who, but it looks like she died in 1839 down there. If you look at the bottom, I see 1839, August the 9th. This is the one I was talking about. Is this one not neat? It's got a lamb in the middle of it, and I've never seen one like that except for here. And the name and the writing looks like it might have been right in here. I do see like an E there, but that's all I see, guys. The rest of it is worn and gone. That is a neat looking old stone. Yeah, there's nothing around the back, so that in there would be where it was at. But there it is, guys. Is that not a neat looking stone? All right, here's our next one, guys. Another one we can't read. This cemetery should be called the ones you can't read, it looks like, because we're not having much luck. But we'll move on, see what else. Maybe it'll get better. We sure hope. Here's our next one. Nice looking big stone right here. And it's going to belong to Wilbert Smith. He died March the 25th, 1864, at the age of 10 years and 3 months. Now let's see if he's the only one that's on there. It does appear that he is. He is the only one that's on there, guys. All right. Our next one's going to be under the trees and a little bit of bushes. And I don't know if we can see it or not. But there it is, guys. I can't see it. I'm going to hit an angle. But there it is. All right. Every time I go under them bushes, the mosquitoes want to get under my umbrella. And I'm like, nope, I ain't sharing with you. Go away. All right, here's our next one. It's going to be a child or an infant. Still, not going to be able to read it. There it is. I still like to land on them, even though I can't read them. That way I at least know I visited them. Here's Julia. And I don't know if she's the wife or the daughter to R.W. and R. Smith. But she died November the 11th, 1853 at 27 years, 3 months, and 27 days. Then we have a child or an infant probably on this one. I can't see to read it all, but there it is. Oh, actually it's father and mother, so it ain't a child and infant one this time. Anyways, this is Amy Smith. She died in 1850 something. I can't make the last number out, but there it is. All right. And here's our next one. That's a nice looking stone. It's going to belong to Daniel. He's the son of Elisha and Elsha, not Elisha, Elsha, and Amy Smith. Hey, that's my ex-sister-in-law's name. Oh my goodness. Anyways, died March the 9th, 1829 at the age of 17 years, 9 months, and 21 days. Huh. And this one here we can't see because it's upside down. And there's no way I can flip that one. Then we have Robert W. Smith. He died July the 16th, 1862 at 62 years, 7 months, and 15 days on this stone right here. And that one's leaning pretty good. Then we have Priscilla, or however you pronounce it, his wife. Well, I'll just read it the way it says. Priscilla, the wife of R.W. Smith, died March 3rd, 1837 at 38 years, 11 months, and 9 days. Then we have a grounder, and it's going to be a Margaret, and she looks like she may be the daughter of Samuel McDonald, or maybe the wife. I'm not sure. Maybe the wife. I'm not sure. Anyway, she died December 24th, 1841. Nah, it'd have to be his wife at 85 years. Yeah, wife. I'm going to say wife. All right, let's move on. Then we got two pushed against each other. Love it when that happens. This is Donald Daniels or something like that. And he died in 1875, April the 21st. He was 77 years, 11 months, and 17 days. And the one that's in front of him, I have no idea. Unless it's backwards. And it is. Why they do that, I don't know. If you're going to put it up there, at least don't put it backwards. But there it is, guys. The best I can pull it out and show you. Alright. If you're going to put it up there, why put it backwards? At least turn it where people can see it. Right? Sorry, guys. Having to look at my ugly mug. Anyways, this looks like a Lydia. And she might have died in 1839 on this one. Right here. And we'll do one more and then we got to end this one and start a new video. Alright, this is Hannah Brittle. She's the wife of Daniel McDonald. She was born October the 10th, 1809 and died August 28th, 1890. Alright guys, I'm going to end this one, start a new video. Please share, like, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you watching. We're going to do what we can on this cemetery till the rain gets a little heavier, then we're going to quit for the day. But yeah, peace, I'm out of here.